so that means I can record this. Easy. Easy. That's the fun thing about me. I don't have to edit anything. People rather me not edit things. But they rather me be a little bit careful. Oh yeah, the chandelier. The chandelier. Nice. Do 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 do. Oh, by the way, I don't mind if like people take pictures or anything, as long as you like credit the proper people. It's fine. Oh yeah, and don't try to lie about like my personality. That's not a smart thing. It's not a smart thing to do. Assets used: Silent Cell Shader, Cyan Triggers, Bakery GPU Light Mapper. The source is Genshin Impact. World creators is Tay and Eurus. Special thanks to Abyss Vlad, Brush Blush, Candle Necra, Crunchy, Precious Tulip, Shadow Forest Silent, Spectador, Sunny Dias, and Trash Stars. Alright. Yeah, I usually like reading that stuff. Like, most people are like, why? And it's like, well, I don't know. It's just nice to read. Oh, there's avatars here? I didn't even know that. This whole time I was blind to the fact that this world had avatars. Do 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 do. Oh, is... Hold up. Mic activation. I'm so quiet that I have to put it like right next so the VR chat can detect that I'm talking. That's how quiet I can be. And it's okay if I'm quiet. I don't want to have to raise my voice for every situation. People will think I'm like not chill if I had to raise my voice. And besides, it's fine if a little bit of noise comes through. The music covers it. Hee, I'm sneaky. Nobody gets to know that I'm around. That's the best part about being sneaky. Right now I can get away with it. Shh. Don't tell anyone. I'm being sneaky right now. Don't tell anyone I'm streaming. I'm being sneaky. So we got toilet paper. Toilet paper. We got nice flowers. Oh, we got a little hidden shop. It's got toilet paper. Is this the black market? Or is this just like... Or is this just a very poorly advertised shop? I think this is a very poorly advertised shop that's hidden in a corner. Yep. Probably has the best deals and people don't know. They're just too scared to go to it. Whenever I see something like this, I always think it's like a doorway. Has anybody ever, like it's almost like an illusionary wall, right? I think it's like Dark Souls. It's like when everybody was hitting walls in Elden Ring, because they're all looking for an illusionary wall. That's what happens when I see shit like this. I always think, oh, it's a doorway. Oh, this must be a doorway. Oh, another doorway. And look at this. Look at all the people here. There's someone there. There's someone there. This place is completely loaded. I'm kidding. Those are just empty benches. But at least if I sit down at the bench, I can pretend I'm not alone. I could pretend somebody is just sitting next to me. No one can stop me from doing that. They might look at me a bit oddly, but hey, no one can stop me from doing that. Yeah, this world has a lot of detail. Did I mention I played a bit of Genshin Impact? I just couldn't handle the grind personally, but I really enjoyed it. It was pretty fun when I played it. I'm a 100%er, so usually when I do like stuff, I like to 100%, but I've learned to just be more lax and not go for everything. Oh, it's the void. It's the void. If I jump through this, I can get to the end of Oblivion. I just need some paintbrushes, and if I had enough paintbrushes, I could get over the gate, and I could jump to the end of the game. I swear it. I've seen it. I've seen it happen. Paintbrushes, man. Paintbrushes. Yeah, I usually just do whatever comes to my mind. So, usually how I do is like, look, I'm a lurker, I'm a chatter, but I'm also somebody that's out there that's producing something. And the thing is, I do watch my own thing. I'm watching myself as I am playing. So, think about it like that. I watch myself. It's not because I'm full of myself, it's just personally, like, I like to just do whatever, and I like being myself. So I like watching people that are themselves. People that aren't themselves kind of scare me away. More flowers. We got yellow, pink with a... Ooh, we got a... I don't know what flower that is. But we got like a dandelion? I guess. Okay, a dandelion with a blue outside. I might be wrong. But I don't know what all these other flowers are. I haven't like read up on flowers, sadly. That was one thing I haven't read totally up on is flowers. I should look into it. I'll probably look into it sometime in my life. There's no rush. There's no rush to do it. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And we got some wine here. We got some red wine with little angel things mixing it. Oh yeah, isn't this like that board that they had in the game where they were like, yeah, this is where you do all the bounties or something. Yeah, this is like the bounty board or quest board or something. Yeah, I don't know, like I remember early when I played, this was like the quest board and I'd use it and you could get like quests on it. And I started playing the game again. I was like, yo, where's the quest board? And I guess they removed it from being on the board and they just made it like part of the game sort of thing. Like they just made it a menu. I did like the quest board. It's like when people talk about Morrowind, right? Like, everybody really, really likes Morrowind. Like, a lot of people really liked Morrowind, but for people kind of like me in a way that can't find their way, it could be a little bit of a nightmare, especially if they don't know how to read directions. That's why you don't change Morrowind. You keep Morrowind the way it is. It lets people kind of learn a bit. But I will say Morrowind is that type of game to where it's better just to go into it, and if you can't find the directions, just do whatever the hell you want. That's Morrowind. Just do what's fun. And if fun is not playing Morrowind at all, hey, that's your thing. Like, I might go back to Morrowind. I might actually be able to appreciate it now. I will be hopelessly lost, and a lot of people would want to tell me what to do, though. I'm aware that happens. Boom, ba-doom, boom, 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 ba-doom, ba-doom, boom, ba-ba-dee, doom, 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 doo-doo-doo, doo-doo. Is there anything else I can find? I could probably sit here all day. Oh, there's another one right on there. Oh, because this is the bar. Oh, so that's the symbol of the bar. Oh, I saw it on the wall before I saw it on a hanging sign. Oh, right, that's something that they do in Morrowind, isn't it? Like, usually, like, the guilds and everything have, like, their thing up. Like, the stores, too. Like, the stores... Wait, no, in Morrowind, I don't think the stores did that. Like, some of the stores were kind of hidden in a bit. So you had to read, like, what was on the door. But in Oblivion, they had, like, every store, like, marked with a sign. Hey, so that could be, like, a really cool mod for Morrowind. Like, for every store, they could put out, like, one of these things. So if somebody realizes it's there, they could, like, figure out where stuff is. That'd be a cool mod for Morrowind. And I don't know what this is. It seems to be some sort of banner. It's a blue-yellow banner thing. That's usually how I talk. Thing. If I don't know it, it's a thing right now. It doesn't mean it doesn't have a set value. It just means I don't know what it is. Oh, they got red, blue, white. That's really cute. Red, blue, and white are really, really cute colors. Same with purple. Actually, I think most colors are cute if they're used in the right setting. Don't read too deep into it. If you have your mind in the gutter, you got the mind in the gutter. I don't blame people if they got their mind in the gutter. It's just like don't assume that I think a certain way, if that's all right. A lot of people have tried doing that. It did not work out well. More flowers. It's actually something that's very interesting about Genshin. Like, when you got the characters, right? When you got the characters, like, you'd have to collect, like, weird things, like flowers or something, to upgrade certain characters, and you had to collect more and more and more of it. So you'd have to, like, learn where stuff is. So you'd pretty much figure out where stuff was based upon it. But when it comes down to it, some people mod so they can see where everything is. And personally, I'd rather just have it in the game. But I know Genshin's doing it in a specific way. And that's all fine by me. That's why I don't play Genshin. Not as much as I used to. I mean, they are a gacha. They are a gacha. They gotta make money somehow. If people think it's worth giving money to Genshin, hey, I don't care. I don't care. It's their decision, right? Their money, their decision. Same with all the stuff I bought. Like, a lot of people, like, you spend so much money on this. And I'm like, yeah, but it's my hobby. Don't you spend money on your hobbies? Like, some people go golfing, some people travel. My thing was I wanted to get a computer so I could do stuff. So I was working at, like, a McDonald's, out of all places. And I just kept working there. It was a franchise. Franchises are quite nice. Like, it could be hit or miss sometimes, but some franchises really have some good owners in them. Okay. Am I done talking in this world? What I do like... Hold up. I do like this, like the greenery on the side, because it shows that, like, plants are growing, right? It makes me think, like, wasn't, like, the whole, like, starter town, like, Venti? Wasn't, like, Venti's whole thing, like, about freedom or something? And, like, you can see, like, how this starter town has, like, all of these plants and stuff growing off of it. And it's kind of like, wow, they really, like, looked into the detail. So, like, they're pretty much saying, like, freedom is, like, allowing nature to kind of be around you. I didn't think about it like that until I started looking at it. That's actually really, really cool. That's a really cool detail, actually. Like, freedom is part of nature. It's just, if you don't accept nature, then, like, if you don't accept nature to be nature, then you're sort of, like, not allowing yourself to be free. That's very interesting. But then there's another half to it. Like, you can't be overindulged into nature, because there's some people that care about nature more than themselves. So I think it's very, very fascinating. So why do I stream early in the morning? Because everybody's asleep and they can't catch me. Ha ha ha, you can't catch me. I'm not on the right hours. I'm not on the normal hours. I'm on the early morning hours. That means the early morning people get to see it. Yup, the people who get up at a good time in the morning. The other people that get to see it are those who stay up way too damn late. Guess who's another person that gets to see it? Guess who? I don't know. It was there, now it's gone. There's another person that gets to see it, though. Oh, right, it's like the people in the, Europeans. Like in the Europa? EU? So, usually EU get to see it. And that's, like, huge. It's huge, right? Like, I know the EU might be disinterested, and they might not care, but I think they do care. It's just they just, I think they're just a bit quiet. In my case, I think they're a bit quiet. I heard Europa. Hello. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, I was just saying some random shit. I was just looking at this world. I was looking at its details. See, like, this has a dragon on it. Like, I didn't even notice that before until I looked up. What did they say about, like, dogs? That they can't look up? Like, I don't look up because it strains my neck. I've been summoned. You've been summoned? Alright. Well, how have you been doing? I've just been like wandering around. I usually stream early in the morning, USA, because sometimes I do like I do like to be off the radar. Cause like normal US times, man, I get a lot of I get a lot of people. It's not like I think of them negatively. I just got up early this morning and I said, "Hey, I want to stream." Like that's how today was. It was like, well, I used to only stream in the early mornings. I'll just do it for an hour. And I think I have to do it for 2. Yeah, I might have to do it for 2 because I spent like 45 minutes setting it up whilst I was streaming. And it got bored, so I decided to look for some small streams to watch. Nice, nice. Welcome, welcome. Oh, also, to be aware, I am not an affiliate. They just give me the affiliate stuff. I don't know why they do that, but they do. So like, I don't have like subscriptions or anything, but they give me like the follower stuff, which is really nice of them to like allow me that. Hello, Amelia. What are you doing? Are you are you doing what I think you're doing? Are you bantering? Is that a wee bit of banter? Or are you not real? You must be real, right? Like you censored yourself. I've never seen that before. Well, either way, if you're real or not real, at least thank you for not, like, doing the shitty thing, trying to post links that I don't even want in here, or, like, advertising some site I don't want in here. That's good. That's better. Oh, my auto mod caught it. Oh, that's what it looks like. So that's what happens when auto mod catches something. See, I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I'm not the smartest. I'm not the smartest pickle. But it was caught. But it also censored itself. So, I love the chill Genshin music. Yeah, the chill Genshin music is quite nice. If I can't find any more things to talk about, then I'll switch worlds. But this lamp, bruh. This lamp. Also, if you missed like earlier and I don't want to repeat myself too much, so I'm recording it because I noticed like nobody was in anyway. So I'm like, I might as well record it in case people want to, I don't know, watch it. I don't edit anything. People hate it when I edit things. But yeah, lamp. Like a moth to a flame. Lamp. 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 That's kind of how I move around. I'm like, lamp. Shiny. Lamp. Oh. Lamp. Everything to me is like a lamp. So I just keep moving around. Like a 10 out of 10 lamp. Yep. 10 out of 10 lamp. Yeah, that's how I work. I like see something, I look at it, then if something comes to me, then I just say it. But I do moderate my own thoughts, so what comes to me isn't like necessarily bad. But if it's bad, you'll hear me just laughing on my own. You just hear me go like, because I'd be like, I'm not gonna say that. There's some things I don't say, and you'll just hear me laugh about it. Like, I'll just randomly laugh, and it's an inside joke. It's an inside joke between me and myself sort of thing. Oh, we got a red banner. So there was a blue banner and there's a red banner here. I do want to say it again, though, because I was talking about how, like, in Genshin Impact, like, this is the main kingdom that you start at, and it's all about freedom, and it has, like, nature all over the place. And then I was talking about, like, Morrowind, and how some shops had signs and other shops didn't have signs, sort of thing. And I was like, wow. I can replay some of the things I've already said. I love doing that. Because, like, over here, I made a reference. I was like, from the chandelier. From the chandelier. But yeah, I also made a joke about all these chairs are empty and all these benches are empty, but I can pretend someone's sitting next to me. That's like that is my personality, if that makes any sense. It's confusing. My personality can confuse people at times if they don't know themselves. But I didn't know myself for most of my life, so I tend to find that the most people I attract are people that have kind of lost themselves in a bit of a way, and they're trying to find themselves again. So I'm just here because I'm like I enjoy it. I've always enjoyed it. It's just I had such a struggle because I think people knew kind of like what kind of person I was before I even knew who I was. It's very, very interesting. Illusionary wall. Nope, it's a real wall. Illusionary wall. Nope, it's a real wall. But I could hit it a million times and it'll fade away, just like Elden Ring. I don't got time to do that. Chandelier. Yep. Yeah, so do I have anything else to say about this world? My back is a little bit. Ugh. When you carry yourself like this, ugh, your back starts to. It's probably my posture that's doing it. Probably looking around so much that's been doing it. But what did I say? I want to go for. Ah, dang, no face or walls. Can you show the Venti statue? Is that in the world? The Venti statue. There's a wire going in my mouth right now. I don't remember if there was a Venti statue. Look, most things think I'm so annoying that even my wire wants to go in my mouth. No, I think this is only the kingdom, so no. I don't think there's a Venti statue. I think this is a closed-off section of the kingdom. There's the wire again. Yeah, I love wires. Yep. It just probably means it's tangling a bit. Yummy wire. Yeah, don't eat wires. You could get electrocuted. But yeah, I am trying my best, my darndest best. Got some windows that are open and closed. Actually, do you know about flowers? Because I don't know what this blue flower is. I know this is like a dandelion. I don't know what this yellow flower is. Okay, wire, what do you want? Oh, it's tangled. It's bad. It's tangled real bad. Hold up. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, thank you, Wire, for letting me know that it was bad. It was real bad. And now it's on my neck. Okay. Now I gotta get back into position. I think I was like right here. little bit back. There we go. I'm actually learning about flowers, however, I don't know what kind that is. Ah, yeah. Like, my view is, like, I can look at it later, right? I can look into it later, so I can figure out these flowers later. It's fine. It's just, I don't want to say what a flower is if I don't know what the flower is. But yeah, flowers are nice. I like flowers. Like, I'm kind of a nature person. I like nature a bit. I just don't devalue myself with nature, sort of thing. Do. So, I want to find a world. We are going to switch worlds. We are going back to the soft room. Because apparently, I don't know if something changed here. Or maybe I couldn't see it before. So, we're joining. I might have to do a sit down if my body keeps saying this. I get worn out easily. If you didn't know, I get worn out easily. So, I'm gonna sit down in this chair. Ugh. And now we don't have that view, but that's fine. The reason why I don't have that as like a real thing is because we can do this. But I don't think this world has much audio. This is probably a silent world. Yeah, it's a pretty quiet one. There's no, like, this is a video player world. Ah. The only sound we got is over here. Unless they got a mirror hidden over here. No. Well, if that's the case. Well, no, probably not. That's fair. An early spring flower? I don't know the name, though. That's fair, yeah. Okay, so we want to find a world. Oh, this is a, oh, it's made by Malta. Okay, so, but this world, it's kind of like a booth world. This world's a bit of a booth world. It has, like, a lot of booth stuff in it. Like, the books are from Booth. And if you want to know what Booth is like... Booth is like where you can buy stuff. So it says Booth is 3,500 yen. You know, it's 3,500 yen. But the world is created by Malta. So Malta bought it from Booth, but he's like making sure people know, like, the books and stuff are from Booth. Which is very sweet. It's a very sweet thing. I think that's a very sweet thing, because he's kind of crediting people when he doesn't really have to. He's just doing it because I think he's doing it because he thinks it's a nice thing to do. And it is. It is a nice thing to do. Oh, they have an X. So Malta has an X, and it goes by SPQQ7JO. Ah. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, it is pretty. It has, like, all these books with these little designs on it. What was this world called? It's called... Lumi. So this world's called Lumi. So it's a very, very relaxed world. It has some stuff. But if you don't look up, you might... I'm a little bit of a parkour gremlin. So this is where my inner cat comes in. I just kind of jump up and I'll find my way up here. And then they have like a bit of a invisible gap here. So this is like a little secret hiding spot almost. Not really that secret because I just showed it, but hey. The only ones that know about this world, shh, keep it secret. Don't talk about me. Keep it secret. Right? That's what we say. I have that too. Always got to climb up everywhere. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, you know when I say shh, 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 keep it secret, I don't care. I don't really care. Most people come in and they discover my stream because they just stumble upon it and they want to find someone new. So I'm completely fine with it. I don't mind if people talk or not. It's just don't lie. Like the best anyone can say is like, yeah, he's a very interesting person because it makes you not guess of what kind of person it is. I think that's like the most I can say about like any streamer that I've watched. They're an interesting person. I wouldn't say anything else because if you say anything else, it could like have a implied effect that is not a good effect. So usually if I ever were to talk about like another stream or something, I'd say, "Oh yeah, they're interesting." Like even if like somebody considers themselves to be boring, if I can understand what they're saying and they're keeping my attention, I still will call them interesting because there's some people that think they're boring, but they're really not. They're a lot more interesting than they give themselves credit for. And that's really why like I'm like the way I am because personally, how did this happen? It got lower? How? I wasn't that short before. Yeesh, very interesting. Yep. Does this world have a heartbeat? Hold up. I think I heard it for a second. It was like a heartbeat sound. Unless I'm hearing things. But I swear I heard it. I found a puppy? Yeah, yeah, that's Goldie. That's my first friend. Goldie was a really, really nice dog. The sweetest dog. My family loved Goldie. Whenever I cried, Goldie would come up and they'd lick my face. They were so sweet. I used to hide underneath the table as a kid. And that was like the dog that, you know, was underneath the table with me and it kind of like got me out from underneath the table. So it was a really sweet dog. That dog liked me a lot. Like most people would spoil the dog, like I didn't want to spoil the dog. Like the dog was so sweet, I felt uncomfortable giving the dog things. Like I'd never give the dog treats, sort of thing, because I was like, they're just so sweet. I don't wanna give them too much because I knew everybody else was giving them something. And I think how it worked was like with that dog. I think in life it kind of like it appreciated it. I think Goldie appreciated that I was like that because it was like I was respecting them in a way. Like, I respected the dog more than what normally would be there. I guess I might have done it because I personally felt like I was being treated like a dog my life. So, yeah, if you want to know why that is, yeah. Like, people might say, no, 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 you weren't. But no, I remember. My family made the joke before. I remember the joke. I take jokes literally. Like, they said, "Oh, we don't need a dog. We have we have you." And I think it was meant to be really sweet, but it wasn't so sweet when you really gone into depth about it because they didn't know me. Yeah, like they didn't know me, sort of thing. So that's why I'm on top of being myself because I don't want people to spoil me, if that makes sense. I wanna live life genuinely. Like, I don't wanna live life quick. I wanna live life at a normal pace. Like, some people are so quick to jump into the deep end, and then me, I was drowning. I was drowning, and I was like, I was like, yeah, that's my plan. But yeah, that was how my streams went. I was like drowning, and everybody was trying to help me out, and I kept pulling them in. It was pretty. Actually, that's really funny. It's a really funny comparison. It's like I needed help out of the water, but every time they put me into a boat, the boat sank. And I was like, okay, I think I'm just gonna stay here. I'm gonna learn how to swim. I'm just gonna learn how to swim, and then I won't swim too far out. I'll just swim a little bit far out. That's what I go for, yeah. Slow and steady wins the race, yep. Slow and steady wins the race. A lot of people have told me, like, very interesting things. So, like, people might not realize they told me it, but a lot of people tell me things that sometimes they don't realize they told me. Because I remember when I was like in school and my scientist teacher was like, "Yeah, you gotta experiment. You have to figure out what's going on. You have to like change one little thing and see like the effect to kind of really figure out what's going on." And they do like other weird things. Like instead of having plates, they used like towels. Like they use those remember when you're like a kid and they like take like a little scrap of like paper, like a towel paper, and then they'd like eat food on it, sort of thing. Like that's what they did in the school I was in, and I think I learned a lot from it. Like from what I could gather, the school I was in was a very unique school. Like how do I describe it? It was like a school that it acted like a normal school, but it was very aware of like people that are different. But it was also it also made some mistakes because I got lead poisoning in that school. so so yeah, I got a bit of the old lead poisoning in that school, but yeah. Yeah, everybody in that school really liked me for no apparent reason, and I never understood why. But yeah, I got like lead poisoning. Like a lot of not so nice things happened in the school. I look back at it and I'm like, "Oh, that was sweet." but also all this shit happened. So I'm like, yeah, it was sweet, but it could have been a little bit better. You know? It's like it could have been a little bit better. But yeah, like it was very, very interesting. Like everybody in that school was very interesting. Like they were genuinely very, very unique people. Like all of them had some sort of problem, right? But it's not like they're the problem. It's just they were, they were kind of like me in a similar way. They were troubled in some sort of way that they couldn't really explain. At least you were liked. My classmates were rough. Okay, so I will say I was liked in elementary, but then when I went to middle school, I was kind of like forgotten. So everybody kind of like, I kind of like faded away almost, or they pretended like they forgot about me because I wasn't giving them attention. And then when it went into high school, it got even like more because they were like, oh, like a lot more people were like, oh, I really don't like him. I really, really don't like him. Like they found a reason to hate me, and then it kind of turned around again, sort of thing. I don't think they meant it. I don't think they meant it. I think what it was they were looking at me and they were almost like, "Oh, he doesn't have any problems." No, no, I have my own problems. I know everybody's fighting their own battle. It's just it's just like, my problem was very unique in a different way. And I think a lot of those people that were in those schools are going to realize this as they're growing up. They're going to be like, "No, he was like in this situation and I kind of feel bad." Like we kind of surrounded him and cornered him when he was trying to figure himself out. I was a teacher's pet in elementary. I was the favorite, which is why they didn't like me much. Okay. So everybody in my school was the teacher's pet. And I myself, I was dumb as bricks. I wasn't the teacher's pet. I was kind of the opposite, and everybody like said I was dumb and I was stupid, but no, it was a trick. This is the thing. I look like an idiot, but I'm more intelligent than I can comprehend. So it's more like who I am is portrayed really stupid, but who I am as a person, I'm very chill, I'm very lax. I just don't like school. Personally, like I don't like school, but I learned a lot from school. Like school was a challenge. Like you know how like a Chinese student is like in China or like Japan and they're like school is really really tough as nails. It's really really hard. So just imagine that, but it's like that for me but in America. Like school was really really hard for me, but that's because how I hear things, I don't hear it in the dumbed down version. I hear it from direct. So they are so like when a teacher has like a master's degree and they're teaching elementary school, when I hear them speak, it's like I'm in a college room and they're like talking to me as if I'm about to get my master's degree and I'm like this is a lot. I'm like I can't handle it. Yeah, school is just rough but necessary. Yeah. That was like that for me. I was like, that's a lot. I can't handle that much. Like that's crazy. I can't. That's a bit too much. Like that's why I'm not going back to college. It's because if I go into college, the professor's trying to teach something, and I am literally soaking it in. I'm soaking in all of what they're saying at one time, and it's like, what? It's like, what? So that's why I can't. That's why I don't do college. That's why I'm not going for a doctorate. It's because like me just existing, me just kind of existing and talking and being myself is enough. Like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna live my life at a nice pace. Europe isn't much better, but it is a tiny bit. Yeah. So you know, like the Brits. So here's the thing. I'm gonna mention this right now. A lot of people go online and they say, "Oh, in quotes, they fake it," right? Well, half true. There's some people that fake it to make it, and they never make it. And then there's the other half that is just banter. They're like from Brit. They have a bit of a Brit banter, and they come off very, very in a bantery way. So they're usually really friendly with people that they just meet, so they banter right away, sort of deal. So that's usually how the Brits kind of work, from what I can comprehend. Is they're very bantery. They're kind of like me. They kind of understand themselves and they respect themselves. They just banter. And for me it's like when I hear banter, I'm just hearing genuinely nice people. So so take that as it is. I hear the world in a very funny way. But yeah, all I know is I'm gonna sit down again because I talked a lot and I moved a lot. Oh, by the way, this avatar is made by Robaws. That's a good thing, yeah. Oh, I'll talk about some things though. Like I won't mention names, but it's cool if I talk about like what certain people like did. It's fine. Cuz my grandpa, yeah, it's on the title nice. Yeah, some people might not see it. Uh I know that I know that my grandpa was very very intelligent. Like he is more intelligent than people gave him credit for. How do I know? Well, he fixed slot machines. He would, yeah, you love Storytime, yeah. He would fix slot machines, right? And the thing that's like super cool about it is that these slot machines he would fix were like all from like places. So these casinos I think would like get rid of their old slot machines and he would end up getting them in some way to fix them. And he was great. Like he knew how to do a lot of things in the old way. Like he knew how to do a lot of things in the old way, and every time he tried to teach me something, I couldn't comprehend it. So at one time, I said something that he caught on to. Like I said it without realizing it, sort of thing. Like he was trying to explain to me how something worked, or he was saying, "Ah, why doesn't it work that way? Why does it not work perfectly?" And I accidentally, and then I said without realizing it, "It is what it is." And then he just started saying it all the time, like, "Ah, it is what it is. It works." Yeah, but yeah, he would do all that stuff, and like this is a bit another sad thing, kind of like the Goldie thing. He really liked Goldie. He trained Goldie too. Like he was really good at like training a dog. Like he really cared about his pets. Uh, yeah, he trained Goldie, and I think he was trying to teach me, but he couldn't, sort of thing. So it was kind of like my grandpa is no longer around. Both of my grandpas are no longer around. They both, you know, they both passed on. One passed on in a not so quick way, but at least he was asleep. Uh, the other one passed away in a very natural way. At least he lived a good life, and you know Whew. And they're both they were both very, very intelligent people. They were both intelligent in their own way. And they both tried to, you know, they both tried their best to teach me, but they couldn't. It was one of those things where they really couldn't teach me. They learned more from me than I was from them in a way. Yeah. No, I know they're still around. I know they're watching. Yeah, they were. They are really sweet. I think they were both born in the I think they call it the silent generation. Yeah, I think they are. I don't think they would like think any negative of me because I'm aware that one of them cried because they knew that they couldn't help me figure it out. So I know. But yeah, that other than that, I'm fine. I'm fine. Like I have my ups and downs. I don't full on cry, all right? I don't full on cry, but I do cry a little bit. Like I don't like full on crying in front of people. Like that's just something I I don't personally do, but I do let tears out because I know people don't want me to full cry because they would think I'm hurt. No, I'm not hurt. It's a little bit of happiness and sorrow, a little bit of both. So it's like it's a shame that it happened, but at least it's a positive, you know? Like I know that they're safe and I know that I'm safe. So it's a nice thing. Okay. I think it's ironic how I go into a world filled with books and then I start going into story mode. like uh, like sometimes how I think is very unique. It's like I go into an environment and then I start talking story in a place with all these books. Yeah, people that pass live on in our heart. Yeah, that's a good statement. Oh, it's stuck. It doesn't want to let go. It doesn't want to let go. There we go. It let go. It let go. Yeah, story mode. Yeah, but yeah, like I just felt like I should have talked about it because it came up in my head, and it's good that I let out a little bit because I know that for like my most of my life, like early childhood, I cried a lot. I cried a lot, but ever since I was like 8 and above, I just didn't cry at all. I just kept it all in. I kept it all in for like 14 years and I never did anything like super bad. That's how much I cared. I was like, I had all that pain, like, all built up, and I still, even with all that pain, I still was like, I don't want to see anybody really hurt, sort of thing. So, yeah, that's why I'm a recluse. That's why I'm always like indoors a bit. I go outside a little bit. It's just I get overwhelmed with certain people. Yeah. Yeah. And like I talk about it because I genuinely it's kind of like I'm talking about it because I care about my grandparents, like both my grandpas. Like I do care about them and I don't want them to be forgotten, so I feel like it's a good thing to at least say, "Hey, I'm this way, but my grandparents tried to help me and I'm appreciative of that and they put a lot of effort in trying to help me." And that's why I'm like saying it here. It's because it's more natural. It's not like forced. It's more of a natural bring up sort of thing. I love going outside. We have a nice little grapevine fields here where I live. Oh, that's nice. But yeah. Yeah, that's the first. You heard me cry. I've never cried on stream before. uh, you never heard me do a full blown cry on stream before. That's a for sure. Like if you heard me like going full blown, you'd hear me hyperventilating. You'd basically hear me have a panic attack. I don't have those no more. I don't have panic attacks. But I know panic attacks are not a nice feeling. Yeah, panic attacks are no fun. Like that's what I had when I was really little. I just have a panic attack again and again and again and again and again. And it was not a good thing. It does not look good. Like whenever I had a panic attack, the best thing I could do was go into a room like this isn't for all cases because some people might need like company. It really depends. Like I was a mix, so I went into a room and it was like I didn't want somebody to comfort me, but it's kind of like I needed somebody to comfort me, but there was no one who could comfort me better than me actually thinking it through myself sort of situation. So that's from what I understand of panic attacks. If the person's very complex, you might not know what to do in that situation. So it's better that somebody that actually knows the person, like, comforts them. Like that's my best description on how to deal with a panic attack. Like if you don't know what's going on and you don't know the person, it's almost better if they have somebody that they know that's near them because at least that person will probably know what to do. Yeah. Yeah, that sort of thing. So, yeah. Well, we've been on for an hour. So most streamers are like, "You got to go on that grind set. You got to stream for hours and hours." And I'm like, "Nope. Just an hour. Just an hour of like being active." So I took 45 minutes to set up and then I spent an hour just talking. So they're like, "Yo, you got to be on that grind." And I'm like, "People don't like it when I'm on the grind." Yeah, chill streams are the best. Yeah. People don't like it when I'm on the grind. Like some people are like, "Oh, you got to do so many hours." And I'm like, "Well, I guess it depends on their personality, right?" my personality, I can't go that much because I get drained. So I have to like do it in more moderation. I get drained a bit if I go too much because I put in that top effort. That top effort is me being myself, but I get drained fast from it. I'd be tired after an hour, yeah. Like that isn't that what they most people say is like, "Oh, you should only be playing games for like an hour." I could play for hours on end cuz I'm sitting down. It's just my back and certain things will be like, "Yeah, bud, you need to take a break." And it's like, "Okay." But yeah, it is nice. It is nice to meet you. And as you know, I think you've read the rules. Don't make the stream your life. That's the main rule. Don't make the stream your life. I did not mean to wink. I'll say it again. Don't make the stream your life. If you see it and you're around and you have alerts on and like you're not busy doing something, then you're free to tune in. I don't mind. I just don't want people to like overindulge themselves like I do. Like I don't want people to lose themselves in the sauce. AA, yeah. Or is that an II? Like an II captain? Or is it an AA? I think it's an AA. But yeah, I recorded this, so if there's any parts you missed, you can look at it on my YouTube. Because I have a YouTube. I just don't edit anything. Yeah, people hate it when I edit stuff because they miss something. I guess. It's an II cabin? Okay, okay. Salute. I wasn't knighted. But hey, salute. Do you have a Discord? Okay, so awkward thing. Don't click on the Discord link. I am gonna try to figure it out because if there's a community of like moderators that want to make a Discord community and it's obvious, I don't want to have any relation to the Discord community, but I want to be like in the community, if that makes sense. So I have my private Discord, which is for my like close friends, but I wouldn't mind if somebody made like a Discord community, named it something completely different, and I'm just in it, just to like chill or like see stuff. I don't mind that. Just don't have it named after me or anything. Just like have it like a community thing, if that makes sense. So whoever sets that up is whoever sets that up. Like I don't know. But yeah, bye bye. Stream's over. My back's killing me. My neck's killing me. It's killing me. I need a rest. This is why. This is probably why streamers have such a hard time. Like I could just imagine it. Like imagine doing this for 4 hours. Like you'd be worn out. You'd definitely be worn out, burnt out. You'd just be tired. Bye-bye. Yep. Bye-bye. Have a great rest of your day, anybody that tuned in. This is the This is Vil Granted. Bye-bye. Used to be named Vil Greywish. Yep. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, right. How the creatives do it. Bye-bye. 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 It's such a cute way to say bye. I swear it. Okay. 4 hours are deadly. Yep.